here reminding you to be good. And by good, I mean get out of and achieve your financial dreams. The website here is reallifetrading.com. Come check us out. Wanted to talk today about some gaps that happened today and some earnings announcements that may make some gaps tomorrow. So today, some real life traders noticed that MasterCard gapped down after, let's see if I can, my tool's coming up. Nope, looks like, at any rate, here's a big double top that happened here on MasterCard. And then we had a gap down from that. So not only is this double top bearish, but this gap is a bearish retest gap. And so if we come over here, we can see that it actually did move down. This is a strategy called an afternoon delight. And the trader saw this long kind of pause here around noon. I'm setting up a support area at 87.49 and a resistance up here around 87.72. So we got in, or they got in actually, as it broke below that. I drew a 50 moving average here on the daily, and I thought that might be support. So that's why I personally did not get in, but several real life traders did get in, traded it down. It came back up and retested this old support as new resistance, and then rolled on down for 2R right before the end of the day. So congratulations for those of you guys that traded the MasterCard retest gap with the afternoon delight strategy. There was another gap. I want to brag about an amazing real life trader named Prasad. He saw this morning that Verifone Systems was going to gap up, had a big bearish candle yesterday, actually a downward move couple of days, and it gapped up, opened right here. Let's see if I can draw that. Oh, it was going to open right about here and was going to trap anyone that had gone bearish on this in the last couple of days. And so as he switched over, he saw these three candles up here as it gapped up on the daily. So he put his entry at the top of those three candles, his protective stop below those three candles, and then this is what happened. Prasad got about 7, and that means 7 times the amount that he risked. And he did that in about 6 or 7 minutes. So Prasad, amazing trade. I know many financial advisors that would love to do in a year what you did in 7 minutes. And I'm talking about Prasad. He does this on a regular basis. Maybe not always 7R, but Prasad is an amazing real life trader. If you would like to learn some of the strategies, come over here to reallifetrading.com and you can click on day trading, this link here. And there's a couple of videos there that will teach you how to learn those strategies. If you want to watch us trade live, we have a live trading room. So you can come over here and learn the strategies for free. No information required. We don't want any of your email address or anything like that. Just watch the videos. They're free and have a blast. If you want to watch us make these trades live via webinar, then come over here and click on this link for the live trading room. Here are the free videos. Now, also what we do is we publish trades. So if you want to get some of these trades delivered to your email box, come over here to youtube.com. Notice I'm doing a YouTube video on how to find a YouTube video. I thought that was ironic. But type in here, follow real life trading on TradingView. Follow real life trading on TradingView, and you can do a search. And this link right here, how to follow real life trading on tradingview.com, will show you how to get all of the trades that we set up and we publish sent directly to your email inbox. So there's that. Now let's talk about what might possibly be gapping tomorrow. I've got 5 stocks here that are going to have earnings either tonight on March 11th or before open on March 12th. And so here's some plans. This one is the Men's Warehouse, MW. Notice it does have slightly low volume for real life traders, $676,000, 676,000 shares traded on average per day. Usually we like 1 million or over. However, we have a nice pivot point here at 49.70, which is above the 200 simple moving average. If it does open above there, that would be a nice, could be a nice retest gap. Certainly if it makes it over 52.52, could be a nice retest gap. Anything over that, it might fade bearish the day. So watch out for those pivot points. And let's see, that's Men's Warehouse. Moving on to Mark West Energy Partners. This one shares almost 1 million shares a day. This one, if it gaps over 69.21, there's a strong pivot point set here. And it would be also over the 100 moving average. That would be a gap and go. Again, the retest gaps and the gap and goes, how to trade those gaps is free at reallifetrading.com. Just go watch those videos. If it gaps below 57.25, let me see if I can clean this up just a little bit. If it gaps down here below 57.25, that would be a retest gap. If it gaps over 69.21, that's a gap and go. If it gets below 54.04, that may be a little bit too far. So I've got 54.04 as my bearish target. And if it gaps up 59.21, the bullish target could be quite far away. So just have to trade that one according to your trading plan and see how it goes. Dollar General has formed a head and shoulders pattern here at resistance. And we've had about 3 days that failed to get below the neckline. So if we do a gap up, I would be excited to trade a retest gap strategy, 73.53, if it gaps over 73.53. I'm a little bit tentative about a bearish gap because we do have a lot of pivot points in here, but the exponential moving averages are about in this area. You have the top of this gap, the bottom of this gap, you've got the 100 simple moving average, all sources of support. But if it does gap below 67.28, that would be a big gap and go, and I might trade that on down, look for a target somewhere around 65.30. Moving on, Scientific Games Corporation. Again, a little bit low volume, 100,000 shares per day on average. However, if this thing gaps up over 1444, over this pivot point here, that would be a nice gap and go. If it there is a target here at 1560, but if it gaps over that, that could be an even better gap and go. Again, watch out for the low volume. I don't really like any bearish gaps on Scientific Games due to a close pivot point here. You're going to have the simple moving averages coming in. You've got this trend line coming in. You've got this pivot point coming in, and anything below that might be too far and lead to a bullish fade. Moving on, the last one. This one I really like. JA Solar Holdings Company. Trades an average of 1.4 million shares per day. Have a real nice pivot point here established by this swing and this swing. So anything over $9.55 might make for a great retest gap. If it goes bearish, not only would it be below the moving average, but it would also be below this swing point here and this little gap. So that might make for a nice bearish perfect gap and go. Those tend to move, and they tend to move quickly. So once again, folks, if you want to learn how to trade these strategies for free, swing on over to reallifetrading.com. If you want to watch us trade live, I do the morning show. Jeremy Newsom does the afternoon show. You can sign up to watch us trade live via webinar. Have a good one, guys. Awesome. And as always, trade on logic, not on hope. Have a good one.